remembering 20 years ago. When Shaykh Effendi, in a night like this, when everyone is getting ready to party, that, like this or like that, the whole world is going to be plunged into that kind of foolishness and darkness again, although this year, Allah giving a sign to all of mankind, saying, who is the Lord? This is nothing. 20 years ago, we were in Times Square, Dargah, on 42nd, 39th Street. Shaykh Effendi holding zikr and sohbat there every Friday night, 39th Street, a couple of blocks from Times Square. Opening at 6 o'clock, 6 p.m., giving sohbat, praying, answering questions, staying up all night long, answering questions, speaking, giving sohbat, drinking some tea, waiting for Fajr to enter all together. Usually late at night, it's only a handful of people who are going to stay. Most of them, they would leave, but different rahmat, different barakat entering, different sohbat was opening. Trying to be, at least once a week, to sleep on the floor, like Sahabis. This is the least, lowest that we can do. That we are not going to be busy looking for comfortable bed, comfortable this, comfortable that, not for the dunya. With sohbat going on, stay quiet a little bit. And 20 years ago, as the world was entering into the millennium, there's so many people understanding it the wrong way too in tariqat. Shaykh Effendi was there, and he was sitting. Midnight was entering, and he was saying, Astaghfirullah, 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 for the sake, in reality, of all mankind, but especially for this country, this continent. And as the world entered into that new millennium, as it is everywhere, every new year, they turn off all the lights. They enter the world into a new year in darkness, not in light. And people started screaming. There were millions that night in Times Square, screaming, screaming, screaming. It sounded like they were from hell. And he says, yes, you're given a glimpse of that. This is what it is. You remember, Bilal? Yes. Few of us that were there. And remembering that night. What are we going to do? What is our last, if that night was our last night on the face of this earth, what were we busy with? Whatever man is busy with, that is what he's going to find. If he's busy with that in this dunya, he's going to find what it is in the grave. We are believers, we're not animals. Allah created us to be busy with Him, because He's saying, look, I've prepared everything for you. Remember me. You don't remember, I'll send prophets. Remember me. You don't remember, I'll send books. Remember me. You don't remember, I'll send my friends to you. I give you intelligence. I give you signs everywhere. They're saying, turn your face to me. Don't turn your face to this world, to this dunya. Remember me. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, what? Remember me and I will remember you. Give thanks to me and do not make a shirk. How beautiful and how unusual. Remember me and I will remember you. Give thanks to me and do not make shirk. Give thanks to me. Don't give thanks to me. To be thankful to Allah, to remember Allah. You forget Allah, you don't remember Allah, you're making a partnership to Him. This is the meaning. How are we going to remember Allah if you're not going to be surrounded by the people who are Ahli Zikr? As the Quran is saying, be with the Ahli Zikr. Be with those who remember. If you are together with them, even if you forget, they will make you to remember. Ahli Zikr, Shaykh Effendi was an Ahli Zikr. 20 years ago, the whole world was getting ready to forget Allah. You understand? Foolishness going into Muslim countries also. Celebrating the illusion and delusion calendar. And He's making us all to remember Allah. And just from the blessing of that zikr, the power of the awliya, 70,000 wrong associations around that is going to be forgiven. We had zikr in the middle of Times Square. What a mercy it is. Shaykh Effendi was trying to make everyone to remember Allah. So what are we going to be busy with? Be busy with your death. Be busy with, say, if Jibreel, if the angel of death, Azrael is to come right now. What am I going to be busy with? What is going to flash through my heart? My business, my children, my mother. Oh, I'm in trouble. Oh, I didn't finish this. Give me more time. Rehearse this. Today's people, they're not taking things into a spiritual thing too. So much anxiety is happening, depression is happening, but if you're not directing you to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it will drive you to a hell. It will make you to give up on your religion and depression and to give up hope from Allah. It is one of the tricks of shaitan that the Prophet says, don't do this. But every time you are having that feeling, oh, this might happen, instead of being so scared and so negative, say, Alhamdulillah, Ya Rabbi. Saying, Ya Rabbi, don't test us with that. Remember Him. Bring that to remember Him. And say, it is not happening. Please don't test me. He's testing us now. What is He testing us with? Are we forgetting Him or not? As Allah is saying, they are remembering me, they're asking me, they're begging me, they are in trouble. And we send them help. Once they receive the help, they forget us. And they can even say, this is not coming from Allah, this is coming from our own effort. This is subhanahu wa ta'ala speaking. Are we like that? Because what is standing in front of us is death. Forget about Muslim, Christian, Jewish, Buddhist, believer, unbeliever. Death is a certainty. And it is a very long journey. How are we preparing ourselves? We must remember. You don't remember, be with those ones who help you to remember. Then that time, you are ready for death every day. Every day, every night, not the daytime, every night, you're putting your head down and you're saying, Ya Rabbi, if it is good for me, take my life tonight. if it is good for me, let me to live one more day to serve you. This is my intention, Ya Rabbi. I'm a weak one. Maybe I cannot do too much. I'm going to forget this. But right now, I'm asking you, Ya Rabbi, for the sake of those ones who love you. Sincerely, you're doing this. You're preparing yourself. And you're setting yourself. Why am I sleeping? To wake up to become a believer. Why am I waking up? To serve Allah. Simple. You don't have to read so much. You don't have to think so much. Simple intention. Allah takes you. That time, you remember Him. This is your intention. You will be in safety, inshallah. Allah takes you on that day. Your intention is to be a servant. Your intention. You're going to be rewarded according to your intention. You already made the intention before you go to sleep. I'm going to try to serve Allah. We must have an aim. We must be sincere in our aim. If we are not, Shaitan is there just to fool us, just like that. He has fooled millions and billions in this world. He has fooled so many people that they were worshipping 24 hours. You must learn what Shaitan is doing. You must learn, and you must look at your ego that is learning from Shaitan. That time you have power over it. So 20 years ago, alhamdulillah, it passed just like that. I still remember that night. But Allah gives us life in 20 more years. Who knows? I hope not, because this world has seen enough cruelty, enough bloodshed, enough disobedience. It has taken enough of the rights of the innocent ones. If it's not because of the mercy of the awliya Allah, this world doesn't deserve to stay one single day. Don't look at you. I have a nice house, a nice car, a nice future, nice this and that. There are so many people that their lives now, they are hell. Not because Allah created it like that, but because we knowingly or unknowingly take away their rights. May Allah forgive us. We're asking you, Ya Rabbi, we are weak ones. Make us to follow the strong ones. May the strong ones appear again in this world to take away all this cruelty in this world. May we have more sincerity to be with sincere people. May you take out the love of insincerity from our hearts and the love of insincere people from our hearts. We're asking for your protection, and we're asking you to send us the support of our Shaykh, Ya Rabbi, for us always to be protected. May Allah forgive me and bless you. Al-Fatiha. Amen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.